to download the file. Remember, it's going to go down here. It's easiest just to open it. And first and foremost, you're going to save it. So go up here to File, Save As. Remember, if I continue to hit save, it's going to go to my downloads. So you're to save it as your initials, user data, and go here, go to your OneDrive. Remember, if you don't see OneDrive, go to online locations. Also, if you don't see the OneDrive, you can choose the down arrow here and go to your computers folder and hit save. All right, it opens in sheet 2, so we want to go to sheet 1 and rename it. So we're going to double click and rename this video conf. So this is the video conferencing charts and data, and sheet 2 is going to be about Spotify. Okay, so let's go back to video conferencing. We're going to select A1 through F1. Right now, our title goes further than F, but we're going to deal with that here in a minute. Let's go to Merge and Center. And then what we want it to do is wrap our text. Now, right now, when you tell it to wrap your text, if you need to make yours bigger, you can do it that way. What I want is where it says growth and download of video conferencing apps. I want the during the week to be on the next line. So I'm going to click here before during the week. And I'm going to press Option, Enter. So I put my cursor before during week of March and I press and hold on Option or Alt and then strike Enter or Return. Okay. So that is kind of like a hard return. You're saying, hey, I want to go to the next line here. Okay, we're going to select just growth in download a video conferencing app, bold that, and make it size 16. And then during the week of, we'll make that italics. Okay. Now, as you can see where it says Google Hangout / Meet, House Party, Microsoft Teams, those are getting cut off. So I'm going to go ahead and double click so you can see those a little bit better. And it looks like my US data is a little screwed up because of the Google Hangouts or Meet. So I'm going to select B4 through B7, put my cursor on that outer edge, and drag and drop where it belongs, B3. I'm going to zoom in just to help you a little bit there. All right. We want to make our column heading stand out, so select B2 through E2. Let's bold those, center them, and fill them a color. I'm going to go with good old gray. All right, and then over here in F, we kind of we selected that, so we're going to put totals. And I wondered if we did that. So when you press totals and press enter, just because all the other ones are shaded and bolded, it's going to kind of match that. I see an error here in my title, so I'm going to go up here and double click because it doesn't show it in my formula bar unless I click and then press the down arrow. It's just easiest to go up here and try and select that $sign. That should actually be a 2. Okay. So we talked about this the other day in class. When you want to add a cross, you want to select the numbers that you want to add and where you want the answer to go. So I'm going to select B3 through F6 and click Auto Sum. Let's go ahead and center these numbers here. So select these and center. And let's select B, C, D, E, and F. Go here to Format, Column Width. Let's make it 8. Wait, those are just a little bit smaller. Right? We're just going to put an outside border on this. So select A1 through F6. Go to your border button and choose Thick Box Border. All right. So one thing we've talked about is when you want to create a chart, you want to select enough data, but not too much. Let's select, we don't want to select the title. We can always go there and copy it and paste it, but we're going to try and not select it. So select A2 through E6. Again, don't do the totals or the averages when you're charting unless someone tells you to. And go to Insert, and we're just going to choose a basic 2D column chart. But this is different than the ones we've done in class because it has multiple series. So we're going to move it down to A7 and expand it. Let's do G. We'll move that to the side here. All right, so like I said, for the chart title, we're going to go up here and double click in cell A1, and that should select that whole cell, and just select it. Select the whole title and copy it. Command C. Go to my chart title and triple click and do Command V. And just get rid of that extra space there. And we'll just bold this title. Let's wait on bolding that title until because we're going to change the chart design. We're going to change the colors here. Just choose this blue option. Yeah, that looks good. All right, and we need to add some titles on our chart. We could probably leave US, UK, France, and Germany, and someone will just know that that's the location where we're gathering the data from. But we also want to add data labels just to help someone understand that. So we're going to click on the chart and go to Add Chart Title and go to Data Labels and choose Outside End. A title down here, but what we do want to, this is kind of getting lost in my chart, so I want to move my legend. In Excel they call this key a legend to the right side of my chart. So I'm going to go to Add Chart Element. Now it's already there, so I don't need to select it, but I'm going to choose right. Okay. Then we also need to add and tell people, what does this mean? What does this number mean? 30 more people, 30 more what does it mean? So it actually means times more downloaded. So let's go to Add Chart Element, Axis Titles, and this time we're only going to choose Primary Vertical. And like I told you in class, if it doesn't push your chart over, just click in between the lines, hover your mouse on the sidebar, and just move it over to where you can see your axis title there. And triple click it, times more downloads. All right, you are done with chart 1.